We're live. Boy, he's a slow counter.
Hello, welcome to another D&D Play 20 special. We have Strixhaven in the house. All right, students, come on, look a little bit more.
Oh, hi.
I love Kailani's reaction. She's like, everyone's like, yeah. She's like, yeah.
Yay,
What's
cool.
going on here?
I need to learn stuff. Yay.
Nice, cool.
You would have thought she'd be the most
I know, right?
But
I have to give you guesses.
But I was mistaken. Alright. So yeah, welcome yet again to Strixhaven. I will actually have the cast, for those who are not familiar with the game, I would like the cast to introduce themselves. Someone can go, or I will just choose them random. You have 10 seconds. Alright. He volunteers as tribute.
Okay. Hi, I'm Herbie. I like long walks in the courtyard, and I have a crush on, and I play a character that I forgot right now.
Herbie the Owlin.
We're off to a good start.
I am Herbie the Owlin. I'm very shy. Don't take it personal, and I'm a cleric, and I'm actually a Owlin bear. So even though I'm shy like this, don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Just don't
Or
go
shy.
into the room at any time. Yeah.
I want to back up a little bit. Did you say Herbie has a crush on
He
you?
did, and then he stopped. So he didn't say who. He's
One of our mysteries.
debating you, Mariana.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to know.
Kailani's debating you.
And I will pass it to Merton, my bestest friend in the whole wide world.
Hello, everybody. My name's David. I'm playing Merton the Minotaur. So he's the big beefy one of the bunch, I'd say.
Mhm.
So
Tall,
yeah.
yes. Not maybe as beefy, but tall.
Cool. Okay, give me that one.
I am
Who's next?
Brandon. I am playing Ash Blackfang, a lovely warlock. He's your standard dwarf, hates most things. And he's here on a he's here to learn a lot and do a lot, and hopefully nobody's gonna get in his way while he does it.
Nice.
He's the one you wouldn't like when he's angry.
Nope.
Oh. I guess that leaves Mariana.
Hi. So, my name is Mariana. Some of you may know me as Vagabunda. Some of you may know me as the Bigfoot DM. But today, I'm just Kailani. Should I reveal it? I don't think so. As far as people know, a CEO. Who's a sorcerer. And who's very excited about school. And who likes to study a lot and learn a lot, and who's very upbeat and cheerful, but not very good dealing with people.
So standard nerd.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All
With a
right.
heart of gold.
Okay. Gotcha.
Oh,
I
we're
guess
muted. No, I'm kidding.
Herbie gets a timeout.
Nobody puts Herbie in the corner.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like the reference. I like the reference.
Who needs her?
I love the name. It's so good. I love the reference.
Yes, well done. You may indeed have inspiration. If you have one, you can have a reroll point.
Thank you.
Yes. So that leaves me, the Professor Draconic, or in the other game I run, the Draconic DM. I am basically the director of Strixhaven. I make sure that these prosperous students with potential get the best they can out of their school experience. No refund. So, I'm going to potentially hand off the recap to one of the students. Bonus points to the ones that took notes and have been attentive so far to their experience.
I did the last one, but I can do this one if you need. Or Kailon again.
Anyone? We can do it if no one else wants to do it, for sure.
Alright, we got a
Anyone
hand
else?
I'm having PTSD from school. Real life.
Mm-hmm.
Kailani,
Yeah.
you have your hand up.
Okay. I believe last time we had our first day of classes. We had magical physiology, everybody together, and we learned about slabs. And a lot of people asked different questions, and we learned a lot about slabs, and everything went well, except for Herbie, who apparently was more interested in whether you could eat slabs and how you could eat slabs, which concerned everybody a little bit. Then, after chatting with the professor and asking questions, we kind of, most of us went our separate ways to the different classes that we each take. I believe Herbie and Kailani were together for Arcanobotany, and then Merton went for Archaeomancy, I believe, and Ash for Incomancy.
Yep.
And each again had their own lesson, learned their own stuff, and asked the professors for things. At the end of the day, we all gathered again in the library before setting off for our individual extracurriculars, where I believe also Merton had asked for a few books, and Ash had borrowed a few books. Harvey and Caroline had been doing homework. And I believe, very briefly, that was it.
You're right. By Joe, she's got it.
By Joe, she's got it. Also, there was a snacking incident, but
There was a snacking
Just
the
just
snacking
a
incident,
small
yeah.
one.
Yes.
Just a small Owlin size accident, nothing major.
Yeah, it was, I believe, some spiciness that
gone wrong.
Gone
It was peppers, dragon peppers, if I remember rightly.
Dragon peppers.
Dragon peppers. Yes, and I believe Herbie was dunked in milk and revived. But everything's fine.
Yeah, and thought a death slab was going to eat him. But yeah, nothing major.
Yes, the death slide illusion that was brilliant.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to. Alright, I think, yeah, that pretty much covers it. You may indeed take a reroll. Well,
Yes,
inspiration?
I have inspiration.
You have inspiration. Take a reroll. Alright, speaking of reroll points, I would have to reinforce that in these games, at least, you're allowed to use them, obviously, but you can only do one per roll. So there'll be no, like, hoarding them and then spamming them until you get your way. That's not how school works, okay?
Why not?
He's like, why are we playing fantasy school if it's the same as normal school? Alright.
Well, fancy is old school, isn't it?
Yes. So, this is where you are. You have a very milky looking Herbie, all floofed up. Everyone else has finished their snacks, I believe. Kailani, you also kind of had a bit of a... Yes. You kind of alarmed Miss Fistbottom, who looked a little concerned at your reaction. But apart from that, you are free to do as you wish. I do believe your role-playing live guild was coming up soon.
Correct.
But
and Herbie's coming with, so I need to make sure that he's alive.
Yeah, so apart from that, you're all free to do as you wish.
I believe at the end, Carlini did dump water on everybody and blow dry them.
Oh yeah, you did that too.
So he's no longer milky.
Okay. He's still floofy though.
I didn't need to be dunked, but appreciate it.
Yeah, Milton was fine.
Yeah, I do not. Kailani actually turns in a podcast. I actually do not have much control of the amount of water. It's minimum of 10 gallons on a 30.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you don't want to do that until it's absolutely necessary.
But I dried you all.
I will have to say that Miss Fizzbottom kind of gave Kailani a look because she not only drenched them, you drenched her floor. She stared at it. And then you blew dry, and she kind of nodded. She was looking at you, and she went back to her rosy self and just walked off.
Well,
Alright.
So, what does everybody do after school? Did you guys get in any clubs?
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about the Dead Languages Society. Learning about, yeah. I'm more interested in that than maths and numbers and all that funny stuff. So.
Kailani tear.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Yeah.
Kailani's
Just like, that's it.
fair, but it's
Not
took
talking
every
to you anymore.
Yeah, he took every fiber of her being.
To go, okay.
Yeah, she looked at.
I'm gonna look up from the book that I'm currently trying to transcribe on the table. I don't plan on doing any extracurricular for at least the first week or two, and then I'm gonna pick up. I met one Grayson Wildmer. He's got a nice little spot. I think it's called The Future of Entrepreneurs of Strixhaven.
Yeah.
That sounded pretty
Yes.
good. That and eventually the Dragon Chess Club does pique my interest a little, but right now I have a whole bunch of copying I'm going to work on first.
Boring.
Boring to some, knowledge to others.
Now you're making me question. Maybe I'm not as. No, I still want to enjoy Freshers Week.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Herbie?
Herbie is busy scribbling in a notepad. I guess a book. And he is rolling some dice next to him. Some 20-sided dice. And he's like, what was the CR on that? And he's writing his own little adventure for the role-playing class.
Yeah, like, Kyler's like, are you part of the live action role playing?
I'm just.
Blink, blink, blink.
Oh gosh, I'm so. Yes.
Oh my.
I just have a picture of
Awesome.
Herbie's notebook being twice the size of him as he's writing in it.
Good point.
He's got a notepad. The game is a notebook.
And he's just got his head. And it's just
Using
like,
a pencil with two hands.
yeah. And he's standing on the book as he's writing in it.
Yeah.
It's that small.
Yeah.
Oh, I so need that drawn up. Okay.
So yeah. So we're still in the cafe in the bibliothèque, right?
Correct.
Did we?
Yes.
Yeah, we did move on from there.
No. Yeah, it was getting towards like dinnerish time period by the time we got there.
Yeah. So yeah, Merton's just gonna sit back, nicely full, nicely relaxed, and just sit there for a minute and just contemplate getting up from his chair. You know how you get into a post in a stupor after you've had a large lunch? Yeah, he's very much feeling like that at this stage. So.
Alright. As all of you are thinking about moving on to either role-playing guilds or other activities or just dinner, Ash, you notice a familiar person approaching with someone that you may or may not have seen before. Why is it not looking at this stuff? There we go. You see the prim and proper Grayson Wildmere approach, followed in suit by a pretty girl with silver hair, wearing like almost like a leather jacket with the color scheme of Silver Quill following him.
Okay.
Looks very attentive. Has a kind of like that knowing smile that some people might find annoying. That means that she probably knows something you don't. You see them both approach. It's obvious that Grayson has taken the lead. He's used to being in charge. And he stops by and looks at Ash and everyone else, well, his kind of background for him. He goes, hello there, Ash. I see that he looks around. I see you're getting on well in your studies. I was with you in some of your classes. You're quite full of potential, like I thought. I think you're right for our club. Just full on looking at you. And then you hear the young woman behind her. Oh, right. This is Mina Lee. She works for the Strixhaven Star, the newspaper around here, for those who don't know. I'm the editor, but she's one of my journalists. She had a few questions for all of you about the incident that happened not too long ago, and also to write about your experiences so far at school. So no pressure to look around and
Kalani's gone.
lingers on who's gone? So Kalani's gone?
I think so. Let's see how stealthy she does it.
Okay. Stealth roll, please. With disadvantage because you're right in front of him.
Okay.
You can't just like...
So Kailani just full on, no.
Wow.
Tries to hide under the desk.
She literally
fine.
gets up and walks into him as she's leaving.
He's like, and he's like, I'd say, he's like, watch where you're going. He looks you up and down, really
She
offended.
blushes heavily. Terrence.
Guess who was that strange girl? Has no manners. I hope you're not associated with such a uncouth person. Looks at you, Ash.
I'm just gonna hold my finger up to him. 1 sec, and finish copying what I'm currently copying before I acknowledge him.
Wrong finger.
Oh,
Then I'm gonna close the book and go, hi, sorry about that. I was mid studying something.
Yes.
Mina, was it?
Yes. So the funny thing is that she was looking really apologetic. For anyone that was paying attention to her, she was looking very apologetic as he said that. But when you said that, her smile kind of widens. And she goes, she looks at him.
Mina, was it, I believe?
Mina. She goes, yes, sorry. Mina Lee, again, as he introduced me, Strixhaven Star. She looks at you. Nice to meet you, Ash. I heard good things from... Looks at Grayson.
Pleasure.
And lovely to meet you all as well. Like, she looks towards Milton and looks to Herbie. I hope your experiences at school have been good so far.
Herbie rolls a D100, looks
Go
at
ahead.
the result and says, I don't like you.
I actually want you to roll a D100 for me. We're going to do this role-playing game.
Oh, crap. I meant it as a joke.
I know. But I think it's to the next level.
oof.
So 85 means you really
Okay,
don't like her.
I like you.
Okay, so he changes it to I like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, trepidations.
I'm gonna look at both of them and go, yeah, she's in a couple of my classes. I'm gonna assume she didn't mean to, but she might have. Yeah.
She might have.
Been
She might
It's
have.
been a interesting first session of school. We'll go with that. There's been some entertaining things going on. Yes, I'm trying to wrap my head around ignoring it as best as I can.
Lovely. She looks. She squints. He's like, your accent is quite something. So I'm just fascinated with languages and all that. I don't know how thick your Waterdevian accent would be, but it does stand out in some way to her. She's very good with intonations and nuances. She goes, "That's nice. Where's that? Where's that from?" She looks at you. Pull up the ready.
Most of my family, we are bred in Waterdeep. I have a few relatives and whatnot from up in the Mithril mines, but for the most part, most of my family's been in Waterdeep. I don't know if you've ever been there. It's kind of a hard place to get to.
Yeah, she kind of like, I've never heard. I've seen some of the archives reference such a place, but I've never been, unfortunately. I bet it's full of fascinating people with vast cultures. I can only imagine.
It's different. It's right on the water. We have a lot of, let's just say, important, powerful, and people in and around where we are. So you have to be careful what you do. Yeah, and like he'll show her. Have you met many other dwarves?
Oh, I have seen and interacted with a few, yes, but you're the first that's really a little different, and in that sense, your whole family of craftsmen. Truly, what is your
For
craft?
the, pardon,
You-
sorry?
What is your craft, if you don't mind me asking? Is it
Family are masons.
Masons,
Yeah.
fascinating.
Yeah.
You-
Yeah, I'm not
you
too
see
sure if she noticed that his skin color is completely different than any other dwarf she's ever met.
It was is it a darker shade compared to
His name is the color Ash. That's why he's called Ash. Yeah.
right? She does take note of it. She goes, I haven't seen anyone of your complexion either.
It's
Fascinating.
it's pretty rare in my family. It happens only once every few generations and only in my family. So it's been said that only people that are born with this color in our family line have magical capabilities, which is one of the reasons I'm here.
No, so guys, you don't mind if I write a piece on you? Not now, obviously. You might be busy, but if you have some time, I would love to record it. Gracie kind of
I come from the city of Scofisk.
okay. Now you see, she's got a quill out and she's like taking notes.
Yes. Are you familiar with my race? Have you ever seen any of us?
Yes,
before?
yes, Minotaurs or Minotaurs, depending on where you come from. I'm familiar with them. I've seen them. They come through here every now and again. Not familiar where you're from, though. Theros is
Yes.
not
Yeah.
known to me.
No, it's a totally different plane. So yeah, you're not familiar with the history. Yeah.
Lovely.
So
What do you seek to do at school? Are you enjoying it so far?
the learning about sludge was certainly interesting, but archaeomancy is where my true passion lies.
Lawhold,
So,
then.
Lawhold, yes, absolutely Lawhold. Or
Great.
since we're not, yes. So
Great. Oh, that's great. That's fascinating. Again, I might write a piece in yours. I'm actually thinking of a piece. She looks to Grayson. I think Grayson would agree. It'd be good to have certain pieces done on students every month or so, like just featuring people from different cultures, different walks of life. It'd be good to build a sense of community. And Grayson looks at her. Because yes, I do agree. I find it quite a good enterprise to get to know who is who and who to associate with. She kind of that when he says that, she kind of looks at him. Anyway,
I'm just rolling my eyes at that statement. It's just like
Hmm.
not at her. I'm just rolling at eyes at his statement. Oh, who to associate with, and it's just like one of them.
Sure.
And then yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me?
Okay, so she's hiding nearby.
She's hiding. So
Waiting for them to leave.
anyone with a passive perception above 20? No, you don't know. Where will you be hiding, though? That's my question.
Behind the counter.
Right, so she's kind of like in the shop peeking.
Okay.
She's like there peeking every now and then to see if they're still there.
You hear this from the gentleman there, Groflinquist.
Yes, I will buy something. I promise. 1 second.
Okay. Mr. Lindquist goes very well. Goes back to his stock taking and leaves you to spy on your friends. All right. She looks towards Herbie, and since Herbie's technically not here, I assume that he's gone all shy. She goes, "You're a curious little fella. I know Alan's are very common around here, but doesn't look like he wants to talk to me." And looks to the other two with Herbie and goes, "What does he like to do? Is he been enjoying class? Or do you know?" She looks between them both.
Oh, Kylan's not here. I haven't actually been in class with him, so I don't honestly know how much he's taken in. But from what I understand, he has quite a passion about certain things, and that's all I really know. So, but we shall see.
For the most part, I think he's taking more his own personal ideas out of class and ignoring everything else. I think he's trying to figure out how he can use certain things to his advantage that maybe might be a little different to others, but he's Alan, and I'm first time meeting them, so I'm slowly getting to know all the different races around here, and I'll show her the book that I'm currently reading. So other than that, it could be something read into the Alan. I don't know. He's different, but so far, I think he's trying to just pretend that he's not here.
Evidently, she looks towards where Herbie is, and he's kind of like balled up and like he's just curled up. Because, well, thanks again for taking some time. Keep an eye out for the paper.
Okay.
I may mention some quotes that you've done to me. Again, for personal interviews, I will obviously. She looks towards Ash.
Yeah.
Looks to Milton. We'll make time. Lovely to meet you. Sorry, I'm second year. I wanted to make that clear.
No problem.
Nina Lee. And she looks towards Grayson. Thank you, Grayson. I think we're done taking up their time. And he looks at her. There's like a glint of annoyance. He's not used to people telling him what to do. Because, She goes, I feel like that's the most efficient thing to do, isn't it? And you see him going, well, yes, it was my idea after all. Yes, I think we're done. And he kind of goes, I'll see you later, Ash, Milton.
Grayson, pleasure. Thank you, as always.
Looks at Herbie and goes, she goes, Herbie. And he goes, Herbie. And they start to walk away. I guess she looks behind and she goes, sorry. They walk away.
I will turn to the others and say, I think I like her more than I like him.
She has... The problem is most reporters, I'm assuming she's for a newspaper, they really don't care about you. They just want to know you so they can take it to their advantage. Grayson just doesn't like anybody, I think, and just wants to use everybody for his advantage. So both have their merits.
But then, I knew that was the reason I didn't like him.
It's the problem when you are in business like he is. You have to be on everybody's good side.
Herbie, Peter, sorry, do you mind showcasing Minali in the Twitch, Just so everyone, I didn't see you put it up, so I just want everyone else to see who she looks like.
I would love
sorry
to
interrupt.
But you'll need to put it up again because I closed it. It was up, but...
Okay, there you go.
There we go.
Cool.
Thank you very much. All right, so sorry to interrupt, guys. Go ahead.
I can't remember what I was going to say.
My bad. The DM feels bad now. Kailani, are you still spying on them?
Yeah, so I was waiting for a little part where I could come in. Kalani would have come through as soon as they started to leave. He would have gone back, but if you allow her, before she was speaking to see if they were still there, she would have taken out a piece of paper, scribbled something on it, folded it, and then when she sees them going, she would try to sneak back, but she would like to try to pass a note to Mina without her knowledge. So I'm guessing another stealth and
Sleight of
another
hand.
sleight of hand.
Hmm. Okay.
Can she sneak back in? Yeah. Can she put it on her without her knowing? I will guide myself if you allow me.
Guide yourself.
And you can always use a reroll
Yeah, well,
or your inspiration.
yeah, I don't think it's worth it at this point, but
Okay.
she doesn't see me, but she feels something was put on her, right? And no.
Yeah, so it's great. She didn't feel you approach, but she
felt
she
the-
rolled an 11, which is what you got for
So she knows
the
that
sleight of hand. So as she was leaving her Grayson, she felt like a pat, and she kind of looks to her side, and maybe catches a glimpse of Kailani. I know
It's
it depends on your approach. Did you just come behind her and?
Yeah, no, she kind of just went behind and dropped them and ran. Then kind of sneak away.
So yeah, so she turns like she turns away from saying sorry to you two, and looks in your direction, peripheral, acknowledges it, and keeps and pretends that she didn't see it.
Right, that's fine.
You get the feeling it's probably because she doesn't want Grayson to abuse you any more than he has.
I very much appreciate that.
Right. What is the note?
So the note says, the mimic that attacked the students was unusual. Teachers are looking into it. You can find me in this room, like she put like the number or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
for more.
Okay.
That's it.
Alright. Noted. I assume you rejoin your
She didn't sign it.
Cool.
Yes.
Mysterious, enigmatic Kailani. Gotcha. Alright. I assume you rejoin your companions.
Correct. Because they're gone.
Where'd you go?
Yeah, they were fun, weren't they?
Wow.
Yeah, they didn't know you just disappeared. You bumped into her, and then disappeared.
I wanted to catch something. Oh, I said I was gonna buy something as well. So
Which you didn't.
I would have.
It's too late.
He's shaking his fist
He
at
has
you.
he's blacklisted you. That's a time waster, man.
Well, like a pack of vials.
Okay.
More vials.
What? No more dragon peppers?
No.
I would have bought a pack of vials.
So for Herbie, since you weren't here, she tried to interview you, but you got all shy. So you didn't say much.
Okay.
Anything at all. But now you're free to do as you wish. Do you uncurl from your safe space?
No.
No. Gotcha. All right. You still have a little bit of time before your live actor role play. So the whole group can do anything they want.
I am going to get up from the table and just go and inquire about a job at the Biblioplex because I wanted to become a shelf
Alright.
stacker.
Okay.
Since I'm in there,
Wants to inquire a job at the Biblioplex. Gotcha.
Ah, yeah.
Nice. I like it. Alright, just need to.
We
so
gotta
so
get
that's
jobs.
Milton.
Don't have to.
You don't have to.
All depends on your own personal wealth and how busy you want to be.
Exactly. Correct.
Mhm.
Alright.
I don't need the money.
Exciting.
It will also give me a chance to see what kind of books they've got.
Okay. Awesome. So, alright, so you approach the information desk, I assume.
Yep,
And
yep.
there it is Avina, which is the head librarian, and also the head of the information desk. She helps everyone find what they need in the Biblioplex. She looks at you kindly and lowers her specs. He goes, Oh, hello! And she kind of looks up. She turns and she's used to looking at a level, or at least like this, and then she sees you. Hello, young man. What can I do for you?
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Is it afternoon?
Yes, it is afternoon.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I was hoping I might procure a job here during my time here. Is that at all
Oh.
possible?
That is lovely. Yes, we're always looking for students that are interested in helping tend to the biblioplex. Let me see. She kind of pulls out like some notes. She kind of shovels the desk around a little bit and like starts to look through. Picks up like a journal of sorts, like flicks through it. All right, so we have we have book clerk, we have bookshelver, we have a cafe worker, points towards where the cafe is. Cleanup crew member, garden tender, and store worker, and points towards the Groff Lundquist shop. Were you more looking to do things within the biblioplex associated with books? To be more exact?
Yeah, I was hoping to be help reshelve books.
Right, she goes, lovely. Well, that's good. Should I put down your details then for interest in your
Yes,
job?
please. Yep, yep.
All right.
Unfortunately, I didn't come with much money, so I need
No.
need a job.
She goes, it's waived for the first years. It's all about getting experience.
Okay.
You're
I
fine.
will. I would. Yeah, I would love a job as a
Right.
shelver.
Right. So she kind of pulls out the form for book show, kind of like writes. She signs a few things with her own quill, then pushes it towards you, and it's just basically your details, etc., etc. Like,
Yeah.
and your interest
Name.
and why you want to be a bookshop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
When you've done that, she goes, "Any questions?" She kind of looks at you.
No, I can't imagine it'll be that difficult. If I do think of anything, I will come back and find you and ask if that's okay.
That is quite all right. Well, this is interesting. The student that he's second year, but your co-worker will be Drasimir Yanask. I'm not sure if you met him. He's also a Minotaur. I shall inform him of your application, and perhaps he might be able to also help you get acquainted with your responsibilities.
That would be very kind of you. Thank you.
Right, so I shall process this application. Check back with me tomorrow, and
I will.
With me.
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much, young man. We look forward to seeing you take an interest and do a good job here at the Biblioplex.
That's very kind of you. Thank you. Yep.
All right. Anything else from Milton?
Nope.
Milton.
Nope. I will see if the others are still there. If they're still sitting there, or if they've disappeared.
I'd still be sitting and copying. I'm going to be doing that for a long time. I would have probably noticed you get up and talk to her. And I would, as soon as you get back, I'll say, what's that all about? You looking for something specific? I didn't think you were the book type.
Well, I generally not, but there are a few things I've quite a few interest in. So, but we'll see. Yeah, generally I'm good at reading, but not so good at writing.
I see. Well, I am good at both, so if you ever need, I'd be happy to copy whatever you need onto. I have so many blank journals in my room, just in case you ever want your own copy.
Oh, thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
I will leave you to it, and
Sure.
I'll just sit back in silence.
In the back of my head, I'm more interested in if he's actually going to get a job here for the area that I can't go in.
I.e. the restricted section.
The restricted section, basically.
Correct.
The second floor.
Yep.
All right. So brilliant. That's great. I love the the links here that are potentially there. So as you do that, Kailani, Herbie, you see, well, all of you see young, enthusiastic, jovial, young elf running past, dressed up in his gear, with a shock of green hair. He's running past. He's like, oh. And then he looks and he stops and he sees Kailani. She goes, Kailani, it's time. It's Cataras.
Yeah, I did too.
He
Because I.
He smiles, like waiting for you to say something else. He goes, "Are you coming
Sorry?
to the role playing?"
Yes. She picks up Herbie and goes,
He smiles and he goes, "All right." He goes, "Oh, it's lovely to see you guys as well." Looks towards Ash and Merton, like he acknowledges them. I assume you guys are not part of the role playing guild?
No.
No.
Nerds.
Eventually, I'll have time to maybe watch, but I will not participate. No. I am sorry.
That's great. No, it's all good. Like he goes, we're running a bit late, but we'll see you guys later.
Sure. Enjoy.
Bye.
Have fun.
Just run. Come on! Like runs deeper into the biblioplex with Kailani and Herbie.
Take a sigh of relief after that happens.
I just look at Ash and just smile at him. Just yeah.
Yep. Smile and nod.
Yep. Smile and wave, boys.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. I love it. I love that dynamic. So you two will be they go to the role playing class. What would you guys like to do in the background?
For the most part, I'd be still like I have so many books that I need to copy and write and learn about. But I would at some point go up to the librarian again. She's gonna really learn to hate me, and ask her for. I want to know if she has a book in the library that's only like one copy ever made. Something that would only have ever existed here and nowhere else. And I want to know if she's ever heard of Candlekeep.
Love that. Okay, so we'll do that real quick. Yes. So you approach the information desk.
Yep.
And she turns to you again. She goes, "Hello, young man. How can I help you?"
I'm just wondering, have you ever heard of Candlekeep on the realm of Toril, on the planet Toril? Near Waterdeep.
Candlekeep. I believe she kind of like you see her actually genuinely considering this.
It's been said to be the largest library in books in everywhere, but they will only let you in if you give them a book that they've never seen before. I'm just wondering if you have one that I could copy.
Good rolls. So she rolled a... Yeah, so she kind of consults her memory banks, you could say. And she goes, can't write. It kind of strikes like a resonance. Toro, you say? Yes.
Correct.
That is... She goes, have you been to Candlekeep? I have to say...
I've been in around the area just in passing, but I've always wanted to go in, but I know the only way you can get in is if you work there, which I'm too young for that. But if you actually have something they don't, you get pretty much, you're able to go in for life.
She goes, fascinating. Now, yes, I've always wanted to visit. It seems that
it's massive. Yes.
Yes. I have heard that there's a vast repository of knowledge across almost your version of the biblioplex, correct?
Yes. Yeah, but this would just be like one floor there.
Right. I always wanted to visit such a establishment.
Me too.
Yes, you wanted a book referencing...
or just something that you would only have here that would be nowhere else.
Ah, so a book...
Something rare.
Native to Arcadius, perhaps, which is...
Yes.
No.
Dragons of a Winter Storm. I guarantee no one else has that.
Alright, so for that, I would say roll me a D100.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah.
Alright, so she goes, I will have to look into it and see if we do.
Yeah, there is absolutely no rush. I'm here for 4 years.
He goes, I will have to double check that there is one that is not restricted.
Okay.
But I shall get back to you. You are Ash,
Yep.
correct?
I am. Thank you. Yes. Like I said, no rush. It's just keep in the back of your mind.
All right. So she makes a note of it. Goes, I will keep you informed. Please check back with me either tomorrow or the day after, and I shall keep you posted.
Yep. Thank you.
Is there anything else I can help you with? young
No,
Ash?
I'm still good right now. I still have so many books I'm going through. Yep. Thank
She
you.
smiles at that. Happy reading.
Yep.
That's why. Good. Merton, you were just chilling?
Just, yeah, I made the decision to go and explore the stats. I think
Oh yeah, cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
to get a feel for where everything is. So if I
Alright.
do get the job, then I know I will. Particularly
Awesome.
looking for the books on archaeomancy more than anything,
Okay.
and just not intending to just ask specifically, just to wander the stacks and just
Okay.
get a feel for the place.
Awesome. All right. So are you actively looking for these books, or are you just trying to get a lay of the land?
Just try to get a lay of the land, and if I see the books, then all the better.
Okay. That's all good. Let me just check something. But yeah, you may go and peruse through the stats.
Mhm.
No problem. I will say. Hmm. To peruse. Ah, that's where it is. 1 second while I consult the oracle. Alright, so these stacks. So, okay. So you would have to so if you're just getting the lay of the land, I would say to try and to remember with it's more like you're trying to ubicate where you are, like where certain subjects are, so you're trying to remember where everything is, right?
Orientate myself.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
cool. So you could do me a history, just as you go along, you're trying to remember where things are, and a perception. Actually, the perception and the history would be good.
13 on the history. Oh, an 11 on the perception. Excuse my dice.
All right. Okay, so yeah, it's a little. So it's tough because even here with the basic book text, it's a lot of information, and you're kind of new to the place as well. You feel that it might take a little bit more time for you to get acquainted, but it's a good start.
Yeah.
Good start. Okay. So
Yeah.
if that is all, I guess we'll be moving on to some live action roleplay.
We're playing D&D while playing D&D.
You're playing the game of life while playing D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is D&Dception. It's perfect.
All right, so pulling away from the stats and the books, we find ourselves up here to the very front. Remove them away to the stage at the back of the biblioplex. Kailani, you see that as you and Cataras and Herbie arrive, there's a few students here and there already gathered. But what really draws your attention is the individual on the stage that seems to be commanding most of the attention of the group.
Who's on the stage?
So who's on the stage? You notice they are, as you're very familiar with elements. You yourself are from a part of Arcadius where it's underwater, and water elementals are rife, and air elementals to a certain degree. The individual in front of you, the woman, is an elemental of sorts. And I'll show you what to see. She's fire, and yet also seems to weave this cold aura around her. She seems to be fully in command of the elements. Her hair itself seems to streak seems to go down to her shoulder with that fire, like this cascading fire down to her shoulder. She seems to have that same streaks of fire kind of weaving into her outfit, which is hard to say. It's the color, it's almost obsidian, but it glows with coldness and maybe glistens a bit like water. And she looks towards all the students here, and I shall put up an image.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so she weaves it like with almost no difficulty. It's just casual. She addresses the students, and you kind of catch her mid-introduction. She goes, "Yes, so as I've said, I am Varen. Some may know me as the Professor of Perfection. I serve to mentor many of the pledge mages in Prismari. And I'm glad to see all of you take such a passion in expressing yourselves in roleplay." She looks to all of you, and the fire, she says, passion lights up around her, kind of like outlines her form. She goes, and she looks, "Oh, we have some newcomers." And she kind of points towards Kailani, Kataros, and Herbie. And her hand lights up, and this streak of fire seems to snake towards you and Kataros and circles around you and comes back to her like a yo-yo of sorts.
Kailani slowly puts Herbie down.
Herbie pops a couple owlbear claws.
She goes, "Please introduce yourselves." She kind of looks towards you all. Looks between you and Kataros.
You look at Kataros and see if you want to go first.
He looks to you to see if you want to go first.
Okay, in that case, he takes it. Kailani will... He thinks this is about, showing how much you're into this, right?
Mm.
So she is going to cast Fog Cloud, and then out of the fog comes floating with electric, she would cast lightning afterwards, and just do not at anything in particular, just to have the lightning whip.
Ooh.
As she comes out of the fog, floating, and then bows and says, "Kylan."
I love that. Do me a performance check with advantage.
Can I add something to that?
Sure. Go ahead.
Herbie, who was being held by her when we arrived,
I said we put it down.
he's gonna hover right in front of her face, facing the teacher, and bow at the same time.
Oh.
That is a 16.
Alright. So
Unless I could have backed this one.
I think if it was part of the performance, you could have guided it all.
Yay!
Let's see why
I'm
not.
trying to remember to try that. So 18.
18. Alright. So again, describe to me what you did.
So she cast Fog Cloud first
Mm-hmm.
to make them not visible. And then because of that, she floated out and appeared floating out of the fog with the lightning coming out of her hands, and then she kind of bows and says, "Kailani." but apparently she's got while she was
And
doing
head-
that, she had Herbie flopping in front of her.
And headbutts Herbie on the way down.
Hopefully. Well,
In the
I
back of
wouldn't
the
say
head.
headbutts, but she just bows and like slightly behind.
Sorry.
She goes,
I'm sorry.
She goes, yeah, she goes, oh my, what a performance. See, that is passion. That is fire. And she lights up. And she goes, she also has precision. She sends out, this time from her hand, her left hand comes like a stream of water that circles around you and Herbie winds like these twisting serpents. And then coalesces at your feet and turns to ice and lifts you both up in what seems to be like an impromptu stage. She goes, behold, a natural in performance. And she looks towards everyone. Cataras looks really impressed. He goes, takes a little bow as she looks to him. Cataras, ma'am. Cataras Delaware, at your service. And he does like a flourish of like a knight would and takes a bow. And he lights up his hand and he seems to almost, his body glows with his green energy. And Kailani, it seems like he almost puffs, like, you know when they're trying to be impressive and puff up? It's like that, but he actually does. Like, it seems like his torso and his proportions are large a little bit. Kind of like puts on this full green flare around him. And then like sparks out of his hands. And you see, Professor looks at him. I see we have very good candidates for this year's role-playing guild. Please, make yourselves at home. Right, so for all those, she turns back to everyone else, that are wondering what it would entail, the live action role-playing guild is for all of you to find ways to express yourselves. Anything that you wish to pursue or wish to delve into in a fantastical way is welcome. We're all storytelling enthusiasts here, and it will involve a mix of strategy and play acting. Which he looks at you, she looks at you, Kailani, and looks at Katos, which seems to be something that comes naturally to most. But do not worry. She looks at some of those who look worried. It will come naturally. I know some of you are nervous, but just let yourselves flow like water, and all will be well. And she does that again, like the water revolves around her. She says that, like orbiting her like a moon, which turns to ice into kind of like an icy sculpture around her. That basically drapes around her shoulders. Right, so as this is the first session today, we had some more introductions already, but I would like to personally ask, what do you want out of this live action role playing? She looks towards Kailani and Carlos and Herbie. Oh, I'm sorry. Did the little one there want to do was he part of your performance?
Not planned.
Impromptu, I love it. And she's just like, right, so sorry to interrupt. Go ahead. She gives the floor to Kailani.
Wait.
Sorry, little one.
I am not little one. I am. And he pops his claws and he says, I am Herbie.
Kailani, after everything that's happened, the things he said, the voodoo doll she remembers the voodoo doll, and she instinctively takes a step behind Kazara.
She goes, what a wonderful performance. And she basically took Herbie's like aggro as kind of what he's trying to project, like he's trying to role play.
Yeah.
He goes, wonderful, wonderful. So looks at Cataras. He goes, well, ma'am, I'm looking to really delve into role playing because it's a passion of mine. I've always dreamt of exploring far off places and facing off against far off creatures. I wish to explore all this and more with everyone here. We can live out our fantasies and not be judged for it. And he kind of like sits up and kind of like looks around. Some people like agree. Others kind of like roll their eyes because they think it's a bit much.
Herbie will fly over to him. Herbie will fly over to him and hold his claws at the bottom of his chin and say, "Are you a slod? I mean, are you a slod?"
You see Cataros, oblivious to the fact Herbie's a bit of a weirdo, thinks it's all part of the roleplay. He goes, "Maybe I am a slad. What will you do?"
And he'll fly and hide behind Kaylani.
Who's hiding behind Cataros?
So Baron looks at all curiously. I love the natural impromptu that the dynamic all of you have. This is a great example of what we expect here. And you see, this time both ice and fire revolve around her. You feel like this is what she gets passionate and is really enjoying it. That's what happens. The elements coalesce around her. She goes, right, which brings us to we're gonna split into groups of 3. You 3 already seem to have a perfect dynamic. She doesn't like moves on and she goes, I want each group to consider a role-playing scenario that has to do with, she looks around, elementals.
Kailani looks at her and deception.
Deception.
Okay.
Deception check.
It's like this.
We shall find out. Shall find out together.
I don't know if she notices it, but Kailani isn't talking. You can roll inside Herbie if you think you would.
So she looks at
20.
you.
Herbie, you notice that at that, Kailani was uncomfortable with.
First, got a 19.
Herbie will glance at her nervously, a little tear in his eye, and just kind of lower his head.
Oh, Cataros? That's a good point. I wasn't gonna put you through that, but now that you mentioned it, sure.
I wasn't gonna put you through that. So the fact that I was afraid of it made it happen. Great.
Vivian strikes again. Let's see. Insight. You might get lucky here. That was almost very bad for you. It was a 9 and a nat 20. So he kind of like looks and smiles at you, excited. He's like,
Yeah, she's very uncomfortable with that suddenly.
he goes, all right. You see very severe and goes, all right, split into your groups and be the best you can be. She kind of like, and then does a dramatic flare and strides off the stage and goes to check on other groups. Does the rounds.
So what do we have to do? Is it performance checks?
It's something based on elementals, like a small brief skit or scenario.
Herbie, have you ever met an elemental? Oh no! Have you, Chandra? He's a terrible liar.
He goes, only in my role-playing with my friends, but I never really actually met an elemental. I thought you would have, Kailani. You did. You have, right? You're from the sea. You would have seen plenty of water elementals. He looks fascinated.
Yes.
Leans in.
Yes.
You're gonna do another insight check. 21.
She's not lying, he has.
Okay.
She's uncomfortable about it.
It's enough for him to get a. He goes, Kailani, are you alright? Are you
Yeah,
okay?
sure. Who wants to take the elemental?
Kados looks to Herbie. Do you want to do it? Herbie, do you want to take an active role? Do you want to be the elemental? You could be a baby one. You could be like a little baby water elemental.
Will I be on fire?
No, generally they're not on fire.
Okay. I can make my eyes glow, and his eyes will glow like fire.
Oh, wow! He's really good with the special effects. He looks at Herbie.
He just doesn't let the feathers catch on fire.
Almost perturbed by Herbie. Kara seems to be found. He thinks it's all a play act, really.
Yeah.
Should I cast Sanctuary on myself?
Oh, if you want. Not sure what kind of danger you think you are in the role playing help.
But yeah, so what Catalani will do is, I was like, we can kind of do the same thing, like have him coming out of the fog, and I can make it look like he's using water. I can make him, I know, if we're gonna go for water elemental, you could be coming across a water elemental in the fog, and I can make his body look like it's water.
Right.
It's small.
Will I
let's do
drown?
Yeah.
No. He looks at. No, you're not gonna drown.
Kailani is going to take out her water skin, pull the water out with shaped water, and make it like go around Herbie, but not touching him. Do you know what I mean? Just kind of like a shield of water.
Right.
And
Almost like mage armor, but like water.
Water, yeah. To make it look like he is made of water.
Right. That's cool.
And she's gonna use that to
Right.
pretend.
And I'll wave my wings around dramatically.
I would like you to do a performance check with advantage. I feel like you've done this before.
I have never actually.
I guess then it'll be more your melee
Kailani would have
ability with water. Yeah.
probably would have done that.
Yeah, I was confusion. I was like,
22.
right.
She will guide Herbie out of the water.
Herbie's eyes turn blue like the water and start sparkling blue.
Herbie, you can have a D4.
Okay. You see, time passes, and I assume you all kind of have a gist of what you're gonna do. It comes to the point where Professor Veyron's like, "All right, class, it's time to show me what you have." And she's like, "Let me pick randomly." And it's very obvious she's not, because you three have made such an impression that she's going to use you as examples for the rest of the year. That's how it's worked out. You three, are you ready to enlighten us with your role playing?
Yes.
I love it. Off you go. She kind of like
Herbie's gonna launch into the air, spinning and doing loop-de-loops, flying through the air, trailing water all over.
Lenny's gonna like hide and be trying to shoot the water around.
Kara says, he doesn't know what's going on, and he's like trying to improv. It's like, Kalani, watch out! It's trying to fly around you. It's doing some weird elemental magic. He's like, Aaron looks. The professor like.
Can I ask a question? Can Ash and I hear them from where we are? Do you think?
I would say you would. It's very animated.
Yeah, the stage is like literally that way behind us.
Yeah.
We'd
So I'm in the
probably
stacks
be
and I
looking
just
every now and then, just looking around, going, "What?
What is happening?
I could do that from here."
All right.
And Lenny's kind of like, it's trying to distract us so it calls its friends.
Herbie, I would like you to do an acrobatics check for me.
I'm really trying to keep the water on it.
He's like doing backflips and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Doing backflips.
You have guidance.
Guide yourself before you check yourself.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. So these backflips.
Reroll.
Please put your reroll on the map.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah!
Oh, okay.
Now I just gotta get to my reroll
That's
point.
better.
That is a little better, yes.
I mean, it's worth the reroll, I
That's
guess.
technically a 21.
I look at Merton and go, what are they doing?
What are you doing?
I look back and I just see the chaos. It's just like I thought it's meant to be live action role playing. It's like they're trying to kill each other.
I'm okay with that part. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, not that there's much logic in trying to kill each other, but
No, like if you're trying to roleplay, there's no role in this.
there's no playing either, obviously.
There's a lot of, I don't know. I guess we'll maybe pretend we care when they come back and ask.
At this point, well, Ash is still transcribing. We're still in the cafe. I just get up and get more food because he's quite hungry. So I just come back with a plate full of food and just start chowing down as just waiting for the others to come back.
Would you be eating your dragon peppers again?
Or
something different.
If they're still on the yeah. I'll probably be trying something different.
Alright.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Ash only eats when he remembers to eat.
Yeah.
Books are more important than eating for Ash.
So I will, I'll just nudge him. I'll just elbow him and just offer him some food, just in case he wants some.
I'd probably just grab it without actually paying attention.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Keep writing, yep.
Yep.
Yeah, so, Merton, if you're not opposed, you're offered some radish chips with deep fried with Dijon.
Okay, it sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All
A
right,
little
so
bit of
you-
spice, but not as
Now I want
spicy as
that.
dragon peppers.
Yeah, so you you're enjoying the chaos as you chow down.
Yeah.
Back to
Radishes
said
in my
chaos.
garden. Now I want that.
Back to said chaos. Catarus is oh elemental from the deep. What is it that you wish to do to us poor mortals? He does the very dramatic flair. Herbie, are you still doing backflips? What are you
Now
doing?
Herbie is reaching a high point and then diving down toward him like a bird of prey, arms spread wide, going ah! Except it's coming out all bubbly. So, and then he holds up.
Help.
He stops just short of striking him,
With
falls on the
Kailani's
ground, and lays like he's dead.
help. Kailani's help. You get advantage on your performance. So please roll. I want to see how well this goes. Magical tragic, as they say.
Love it.
Can't wait. So, Herbie,
Nat 20
you know,
works.
when you visualize something and it looks better in your mind, but when you do it, it's a complete fail. It is not that. You visualize it and you execute it flawlessly. Kailani, you're to the point you're astounded. Like it's part because you're helping him, but it's you didn't think he could pull it off so smoothly, and he just goes to the motion and then dramatically flops to the ground.
Like in the first
And-
Karate Kid movie where the actor couldn't do it, and so they
Yeah.
cut to the scene where somebody else is doing it.
And there's like silence on the stage. And then you hear from bravo! And he breaks out a clap and everyone follows suit because they feel like that's what they should do. Some are impressed, some are just trying to score points with the professor. But Herbie's performance was so realistic that they almost completely forgot almost how he fumbled it at first.
I just imagine Kailani's just like got a sheer look of sheer disbelief on her face. It's like, how on earth do we pull this off?
Yeah. Karis looks at Kailani, he's like,
We bow.
yeah. Just bow. He feels like this is where he should leave the performance. He goes, thank you. Couldn't have done it without Kailani and Herbie. We're so excited to be here. And there's more of that coming.
Herbie's still laying, pretending dead.
Kailani gets a gust write himself up, write him up.
That's brilliant. That's fantastic.
Herbie is drenched, like wetted down with his feathers are just soaking wet.
And that's why I'm using a gust to blow dry you again.
Herbie goes flying across the building from the wind.
He's light.
Yeah, because bravo. He looks at you all, like the group. She goes, "You're gonna do very well in the role playing guild. For you, Herbie and Kailani, I would say you can add a D4 to your next performance check that you might do for this extracurricular.
Yeah.
Like a free little guidance. That was great.
That was fun.
I enjoyed it.
That was fun.
Alright, so just looking. Alright, so everyone seems really into it. And but there's like the and let me just pop her up here. There's tiny little gnomish girl that you might be familiar with, Herbie. Rosie steps up. She goes, I have a question. She looks at everyone. I love the performance. It's very realistic, but I didn't get the whole point of Kataros asking him what he was here for, and then he died. Was that part of the performance, or just like really, really fast? She looks confused between the three of you. And everyone, you see, students actually were so impressed with how Herbie pulled it off that they didn't even consider it didn't kind of add up, and they kind of look, they start nodding, and see Rosie like waiting for an answer. Looks at Kataros. Well, it was more of a rhetorical question because elementals are so mysterious that if you don't speak primordial, that's most what they all speak. So it was, it was interpretive. Rosie looks at him.
Herbie hides behind Kailani again.
Kind of like. Some accept this, some are still a little bit scrupulous about it, a bit skeptic. They're like,
Obviously, I was a monster going to kill him. Duh.
You see Professor Bacon's like, now, everyone. Everyone's allowed to interpret their performance as they wish. It's all about perspective, but it's also about fun. And she looks towards the three of you. And did you have fun?
And he gives Herbie a side look and nods.
There's a fantasy dark noir moment. Yeah.
I was going to say they don't call it Curriculum of Chaos for nothing.
I have another question. Rosie puts up a hand. Why did the elemental die at the end? Was it because Kataros cast a spell on him, or was it Kailani, or did it just reach the end of his natural lifespan? So, Kataros looked at Herbie. Well, I think Kailani would agree that elementals are mysterious, and
he was together. He sees that he's gonna go say the same thing. And he goes like, we were casting together. That's why it was a brat.
Yeah, it was a subtle cast, right?
She looks at him. No.
Nods as well. So you were sorceress. You see Rosie points it out.
Yeah.
Cool. And she just shrugs. She makes note of it. And goes, all right, class. Well, it seems that we all got to a good start. She goes, a wonderful performances, wonderful. And as there's other performances, obviously, but this is at the end of it. She kind of wraps up the group activity. She goes, well, I expect great things from you three and everyone else. Remember, be who you want to be and express yourselves. You may go through a dramatic flare and fire and ice will revolve around her, and she actually there's a curtain of water that erupts from the ground, and as it dissipates, she's gone. Just a dramatic end to this activity. All right.
I'm
So,
hungry.
Cataros goes, I could eat. He's a little.
And then he's like, yeah, I just. Did she disappear, you said?
Yeah.
And then he's like, Lord, let's go eat.
So. He looks so disappointed.
And
So
as
you
we're
put that on perfection or expression?
Of perfection.
as we're walking toward the cafeteria, Herbie's gonna look up at Kaylani
Sorry,
and say,
probably would be expression.
Expression, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
I mistyped. I might have mistyped it on my notes.
Sorry, yes, Peter?
Herbie's gonna look up at Kaylani as they're walking toward the cafeteria and say, "Why did I die at the end?"
You were the one who were doing.
I just didn't want to really hit him.
Oh. Well, if anybody asks, it's because we both attacked you at the same time, and you couldn't have done anything because you were subtle cat.
Okay. I mean, okay.
You again jokes. What is that?
That's my scary voice.
Yeah.
For
scary.
role playing. You don't like it? And he blushes.
Alan, puberty's just starting to hit.
That's like, I
That Rosie person, she's stuck up.
So,
appreciate all the questions today.
what's your passive perception worth to?
Uh-oh. 12.
Low. Okay.
Passive perception is...
Okay. 12.
Mine's 14.
It made me nervous.
Right. Okay.
She's following him.
I mean, let's see.
I rolled for it, and if you rolled a 29, I didn't like
You see, Cat, as you're saying this, Cat he's looking at both of you because you're looking
I
at
have
him.
a passive sight of 14.
Yeah, so he's like, as you're saying that, he's like, hey Rosie, and he like signals you beforehand. And Rosie was like about to say something. She's standing behind you. She goes, I just wanted to say you did really good at your performance. And then walks away. She even looks at Herbie. Even that one who almost killed me. And she walks away. She walks away. She's gone. She's leaving.
I'm gonna fall.
Okay.
Insight check that.
I'll yell, "Wait!" And I'll enhance the sound of my voice to 3 times louder. So it'll come out more like, "Wait."
That's normal volume.
Normal volume.
Right. Yeah. Maybe she's walking away.
She goes, wait, I'm sorry. I think we got off on the wrong foot. Please wait.
Stops. Turns.
I was just really nervous because it wasn't planned and kind of put us on the spot. I probably would have done the same thing. Sorry. Means you're really smart.
Looks at you. It's okay. People don't, think that of me all the time. They say I speak too quick and I don't make sense, and they find me annoying. So I don't blame you, honestly. Give you a little weak smile.
They say something about me.
They call you a little weirdo as well. She looks up at you.
Not little, just weirdo.
Now I feel bad for wanting to bully her.
She looks past because Herbie, did you also run after her?
Yeah, and she hears like this loud growling noises as he approaches. And he rubs his belly and says, Oh, sorry. I'm hungry.
She looks at him. That's okay. Again, I think you did really well.
Thank you.
She was very impressed by your performance, Harvey, despite all the questions.
I'm spoken for.
She just like glances at him, looks at Kailani.
Oh,
Well, I have some studying to do, but thank you, Kailani. She looks up at you.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Well, lots of books to do, and
I guess see you next time.
see you next time. Yes. And she kind of like, you feel like she's kind of going back to her bubbly self, like that bouncy energy. But give me an insight, really quick.
Ash is single.
I have a pass.
You look at it, and she seems to have done the trick.
That,
No, to you, bygones be bygones. Yeah. Herbie, did you want an insight? Or are you hungry?
No, I just want to tell her she can kiss our Ash.
Do you say this?
He already did.
You already did. I didn't catch it, but now I do. She turns and looks at him. Walks away.
What?
Right.
I thought.
Kailani looks at Herbie. Does Ash like Rosie?
I thought she might like him. Plus, I wanted to really say that to her.
Right. Oh, okay. I'll tell Ash that you think she likes him. She likes him too.
Okay. Let's go see Ash and Merton.
Yeah,
Merton's my best friend.
I believe that.
Okay. So you may make your way back to the other two who
As
are
soon
wondering
as they
what on
start
earth?
coming, sorry.
Sorry, no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, as soon as I see them start coming back, I'm gonna look at Merton and go, "Don't react if I have a little bit of fun."
I just smile. I watch the others, but acknowledge him with a smile, with a nod. Sorry.
So I was gonna say,
Carry
Kailani would have asked Kairos if you wanted to join them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Cataros would have been walking in. He was with you when the whole thing with Rosie happened. So yeah, he would come along. He goes, "Hi guys," to you two as everyone gets close.
Hi, Ash. We just saw Rosie. Apparently, you like her and she likes you too.
I'm just
Can
gonna
you-
ignore that. Because would Rosie have been the gnome that got attacked by the
No.
mimic? And did we get her name?
Yeah. So
Okay.
Kid, yeah.
I probably would have just
And-
blocked it out of my memory.
yeah, and Herbie his attempts to revive her were a little unorthodox.
Right.
I had already rolled for Rosie. That's a good point.
Yeah,
That's right,
because
'cause-
you said you rolled.
I was actually the one who actually told them to. So yes, I would know her. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah,
That's a good memory.
Yep.
Show off. Teacher's pet.
The amount of transcribing he's doing, he may well be.
It's generally, I think he might not be officially part of the role playing guild, but he's really doing a good job at role playing. Yeah,
I have an eidetic memory, so I am sorry.
That's alright.
You're great.
Yeah, I
I'm
guess
jealous.
you just went down from putting her on the spot, I guess.
Right.
I at this point, having finished my meal, I've just led my chair back and just closed my eyes and drifted off to sleep while Ash is still transcribing, waiting for the others to come back. So you can hear me gently snoring at them. So it's just like, just wait
As
for
soon
the
as
others
they-
to come back.
As soon as they come back, I'll probably just say, "What was that kind of racket you guys making?"
And then it's just like, wake up suddenly.
Herbie's kind of sulking, too shy to speak.
Like it looked interesting. Not sure what was going on, but by the sounds of it, you had fun.
We were role playing an encounter with the water elemental.
I don't remember seeing a water elemental. I seen a bunch of water. Didn't really look like I'm gonna flip through my book It didn't really look like that.
Yeah. Shows you an example of the average water elemental.
Oh, that's because I was doing this to him, and she does it again to Herbie.
Okay.
And Herbie spins in the air and
Acrobatics.
Ah,
I'm gonna just slowly get off my chair, stand up, and go. Water elementals look like this, and I'll use Mask of Many Faces and turn it into a water elemental.
Mm.
And then
Herbie will scream slide and dive and attack him.
I'll use minor illusion to like put a big wave in front of them, and then thaumaturgy to like get the sound of a crash, and then I'll go back to normal.
Brilliant. I would like Herbie to roll an attack, please.
an attack check.
He did react like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what am I gonna? I guess it'll be this. Oh, good, I
Yeah.
missed.
Oh, yeah. He just went right through the illusion.
Yeah. Like, slide! Right through it and doesn't even hit you.
I'll just turn back into me and say, sorry, I had to. That was just... I couldn't pass that up. I'm learning a lot, and that was one of them.
Wow.
Kailani's looks. I mean, some of them look like that.
Hatteras looks between both Ash and Kailani.
I grew up with a bunch of them. Not everybody looks like that.
What do they look like?
There's water elementals, water weirds, which are also.
I'll just start using Mask of Many Faces and just see if I can find something that'll work.
Kailani, so would you're familiar with different elementals? So a lot of the things he ships to you, be like, oh yeah, yeah, like that and that and that, yeah.
That's why the best we could do with using Herbie to be a water elemental was this, which was closer to like a water weird.
I see. Okay. Alright, I'll turn back into myself and sit back down.
I just turn to Ash and say, show off.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wow,
I'm learning
he
as I
talks
go
in
here.
his sleep.
the shame Rosie is in here. She kind of like, smiles and winks at Herbie.
So yeah, so I was just in the stacks and you're making heck of a racket. Sounds like you were enjoying yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun.
I heard a lot of clapping. No one got hurt, so that's a win-win.
Any
I was a
uncles?
water phoenix.
Any uncles?
Any what, sorry?
Encores.
Uncles,
Encores?
as in, yeah.
Is that a kind of fruit?
A request for a second performance.
Oh. Not really. They were more like questions.
They had olives.
Okay.
No, they didn't.
Yeah. So yeah, water elementals, eh?
I fell down.
Right.
That happens a lot.
I resemble
At least
that
today.
remark.
You do.
But
That's twice today.
I
You've had a
thought you
rough
had
morning.
wings. I was gonna say, I thought you had wings, Herbie.
I
Maybe they
forget
keep you
to
up,
use
like-
them sometimes.
Well, that happens.
Yeah, when you're, yeah, that'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if
Alright.
Simon is doing okay.
I was about to go take her notes.
You know, maybe take her some soup.
See if she's a
That's a great
slide.
idea, too.
Hatteras, can I ask something? I thought he was just role playing, but he really is. What is this fascination with slots? Looks at everyone.
There are
Not here
slots
to
among
class?
us.
Let's just.
I thought he was really role play, but he really has an obsession.
Yeah.
He wants to
Normal,
eat one,
no.
apparently.
You can come with me to hand in the notes. I'll explain on the way.
And also, the very first class we ever went to here was describing something that could kill us and impregnate us in us. It was a weird first class, so he's probably a little. He's still fairly young. He's not as old as I am, so he's taking it, I think, a little too hard or too much to heart.
You never know.
Never know.
Any one of us could be one.
Yeah, and I'll turn myself into one now.
And he flies
red
out
one.
the door.
I think with that we'll go to our break. Brilliant.
Yay!
Oh, never a dull moment in Strixhaven.
Nope.
All right, everyone. Please, I hope Please stand by. Like, I hope you enjoy. I hope we haven't scared you away with role playing.
What we do.
I mean, our role playing guild, not the players. They've done an excellent job. Please stand by. We'll be back in 5-10 minutes.
Yogurt and strawberries.
Oh, that was quick. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Strixhaven.
Huzzah!
So, we had a very entertaining first half that involved applying for a job,
That was
encountering
the least interesting bit, I think. Anyway,
a
sorry.
ignoring a snob, role playing, which was seen as more chaos than anything else to some, and a few awkward moments between other students, Rosie, and I believe that's where we're at.
Yep.
What would the group like to do now?
Well, I think Eleni was getting up with counters to go hand in the notes to Simon, bring her a suit, and tell him what has been happening with her.
And Herbie flew out of the building.
Afraid.
Rose life. Oh, I forgot. Oh, that was one of the most entertaining moments where Ash showed you the power of his many faces.
Many.
Yes.
Many faces.
Many.
Many faces.
Just remember, Ash, when you least expect it, Herbie will strike.
Okay.
I'm always in armor.
The most unthreatened. It's like, cool.
Scratch away. Scratch away.
Alright, so.
Which of the many faces?
Okay. So let us roll initiative, but nothing's killing you yet. I just want an order of how we're going to do this. What do I want to do?
Great.
That's what I should have done at the start, to be fair, but this is too
That's okay.
entertaining. I forgot.
13.
13. Let us do the turn of the tracker. Nice.
I'm not 10. I'm there.
Good.
He rolled
20.
a 20.
I'm updating the turn order.
Simon's not there.
Simon has disappeared. Oh, yeah.
And Ash is there.
Awesome. Okay. So let's make this and Merton. I'll just leave Simon on there. On 0. So just double checking 20 for Merton.
Yep.
Heavy's 15. Yeah. Ash is
Yep.
13. Caroline is
Yep.
10. Alright. So, Merton, what were you thinking of doing?
I think he's pretty much done what he wanted to do. What time of day are we talking about? We're
It's-
getting into the evening now.
It's almost late afternoon now. Most of the day has gone past.
Most of the day. So he's applied for his job. He's eaten. What I think he will do, he will go back to his room. And what I think question: getting communications back to the home realms, is that doable?
Yes.
Yes.
You just have to go to the desk and inform them of your correspondence. I do
Okay.
believe-
So I will do that. I will go back to my room, write a letter, and send it just to his family, and just give him an update. Like,
Sure.
first day has been interesting. Not sure what to think of various academic disciplines, but I will let you know when I've studied them. Really enjoyed archaeomancy, and with a hope to, his whole reason for being there. Don't think the live action role playing guild is for me, but it looks like everybody else is enjoying it. He signs it and takes it off to be sent.
Okay. Just above table, in case we all forgotten, mail service. Yes, so if anyone, not just Merton, wants to send a message back home, the information service desk at the Biblioplex does so.
Okay.
They sort out the mail between the worlds. there is currently no charge for that just yet.
So
you
I'll
may-
head back to the biblioplex, yeah.
Yes. Alright. So heads back to the Mirrorplex. Alright, that brings us to Herbie. What are you up to?
Herbie has found himself the tallest tree possible and is hiding in the upper branches in the darkest area of the tree and just gonna stay there, shaking and quivering in fear. And there he shall remain all night.
I should laugh at that. That's sad, actually. Alright, so that is...
So I'm done. See ya.
Like peace.
Ash, what are you up to?
I'm probably gonna at least stay till his stomach tells him he needs to eat something actually substantial. But he'll probably just get something on like a sandwich or something on the go. And he's already explored Silverquill, so he'll probably head to another area and just like walk and get to know the area more. Probably, let's say Witherbloom next. Just walk to get to know the next college.
Oh, sounds good. Yeah. Also, to remind the players, you may either travel on foot. More advanced students can use the teleportation sigil, and staff members, obviously, from the Biblioplex. You guys don't have access to that yet, but, you know, you will. Or you could take the automaton carriages that go between colleges, which reduce the travel to about 15 from about half an hour.
I'd probably walk.
You probably walk? Awesome.
Yeah, he'd walk. Yep.
Alright. Cool. And last but not least, the beautiful, the knowledgeable Kailani.
Thought somebody was gonna say debatable there. Yeah, so Kailani would have been like talking to Kadaras, explaining and probably even exaggerate some of the weird behavior, what she considers weird behavior that Herbie has been displaying. To Kadaras and be like, just so you know, just be careful. And then she'll probably, when they get closer to Simon's voice, like, probably would like feel overwhelming to have everybody visiting on your note. Well, I might just drop the notes off, double check they're getting better, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
There's the door itself, kind of like.
Is Kadaras leave or is he
Kadaras is with you. You invite you. He goes with you. He accompanies you where you need to go. Doesn't really know Simon that well, but
that's why she's like, maybe it's not good for us both to go in.
so yeah, he would have.
See you tomorrow.
He probably would have stepped away. Yeah, sure. So you go to Simon.
Yeah, she just.
Sorry, I thought you were talking to Simon as you were on.
No,
Okay.
talking to Kadaras on the way, and then once that is done and he goes away, because she doesn't know if Simon is comfortable with Kadaras yet, so she will knock on the door, depending if there's a reply or not, she'll put the notes either under the door or put them on the desk inside, and just be like, wish them to get better soon. And then she would come back to her room to see if there's anything from Mina.
Right.
From the notes she passed on earlier.
I would also say that you do all this and you deliver Simon's notes and you're back to your room, but I will say that for those that went outside, you probably might have, because I don't think, Herbie, you didn't go that far, did you? You just went up a tree outside in the Archway Commons, right?
Yeah, but I left behind.
I probably went all the way to the other side of the fountain, the statue and all that,
Alright,
where
awesome.
those trees are.
Okay, yeah, so Kailani, you left beforehand. Maybe Ash might see you, but we'll get back. We'll get to that in a minute. You wait there, Kailani, and not too long into your wait, there's a knock on the door.
Kailani like goes excitedly and opens the door.
I mean, it's just looking around. She goes, "Nice. I remember my time here. It's nice. You guys actually. Oh wow, she looks as you obviously she doesn't see everything, but she kind of sees part of your room behind you. She goes, "Wow, you really outdid yourself. Hi, you wanted to see me, and this is yours." She pulls out the note.
He's like, yes. I ah, I got a bit nervous before, but I've heard great things of what's the name of the newspaper?
Strixhaven Star.
Strixhaven Star. I've heard great things of the Strixhaven Star, so I was wondering, I do have some more information that you were looking for about what happened on the first day, but I don't know, perhaps it's better if we talk like where you guys write things. I really wanted to see it. I just didn't feel comfortable before, sorry.
She goes, okay. That we might...
I needed to get something from here to show you.
Right. Yeah, we can definitely go. We can take a walk. Sure. Did you... Yeah, sure. Like, she seems a bit like she was fully expecting to come and do like interview with you now. And then...
Yeah.
Okay. She goes, sure. She flicks back her hair. Goes, all right, after you.
I don't know where it is. I actually don't know where it is.
Yeah, she was just people. I'll lead the way.
Okay.
Because she's standing in front of you.
Yeah.
So she needs to move.
He goes, She follows her and she goes, so, what do you know that happened?
Well, you hear some things. The incident wasn't really well described. Something to do with disturbance. Something to do with a trunk coming to life. They said there was no one really hurt, nothing to worry about. But I'm wondering if it's accurate.
Not really.
Some say, she continues, I thought so. It sounds very suspicious to me because it sounds like a mimic attack, but it wasn't labeled as such. Was it a mimic attack? She looks to you.
Yes.
As you're walking and talking.
Yeah, so what happened was we were all after the orientation and we heard a scream. And Rosie from the role-playing guild was actually like being attacked by this mimic, and it was quite dangerous, and we fought it. And I didn't really do very well actually, but once it was just like destroyed or killed or whatever you call it, it kind of like transformed into poop. That, as far as I know of mimics, is not normal. So I got some samples and I was trying to study it, and I'm usually good at that stuff. I can't really find any information on it. I got teachers that are investigating it. They said they'd let me know what they find. But I think that's because the teachers also don't know that they try to downplay it.
Yeah, I tried to talk to for the shark beat, but again, she didn't really give me the full update. So thank you for that. And you see she's like, she's got her notepad out, and you see she has it, this time she's conjured up a mage hand to write it for her as she kind of like looks at you and muses about it. So it turned to goop.
Yeah, here.
Takes it. Thank you. And she looks at it.
I have 2 more of those. But that's all I have left. I only took a little bit. It's tiny though.
Do you mind if I write about this and
Yeah.
show it evidence?
I think
The real story? She might be
it would be nice to have the real story, and I don't think anybody would really be talking about it soon. So the professor told me in a couple of days she would have some information for me on what the goop was. Perhaps I could let you know when I know that, and you would get the full scoop of the real story, where, you know, everything is accurate.
Okay, well, you know what? I think we're off to a good start. She smiles at you. All right. We need to probably take a carriage to Silver Quill.
Ooh, I've been wondering about. I've heard it's like really nice there. That's why I wanted to visit, but I'm afraid of getting lost. My sense of direction's not great.
It's okay, I got you. She kind of smiles. Your hair and and she looks at your footwear. Fantastic. She goes, you have a great sense of fashion. Where are you from? And she kind of like,
Oh,
Walking
Pintari Island. Oh, I mean, Arcadius.
she smiles. She goes, I'm familiar with them. I read about. I did studies on Arcadios. So she smiles at you.
Oh,
Lovely.
yeah.
I've never been to the islands myself. But
Are you from Arcadius?
yes, she smiles.
Where about?
One of the principalities. I am. She looks at you. Feel like she's being a little bit cautious, like she's just met you. She goes, but where I'm from, it's actually quite normal to question and investigate things. I come from a vast background of culture as well, so hence my interest in it. So you walk into you kind of like make your way to the Archway Commons on your way to the carriages.
Is that what I see?
And that's where you see Herbie cowering behind the statue in the middle. You also see something peculiar as well. Ash, you also might catch sight of this on as you come out to take your carriage.
He said he was walking.
He was walking, exactly. My bad. This makes
That's
more
okay.
sense. Yes. I'm just obsessed with the characters for some reason. Nothing suspicious at all. So you would also see Herbie cowering behind that giant statue of perhaps an archaic or a sage, and you see something strange as well. Like, what is your passive perception? Actually?
12.
12.
Okay.
Yeah, it's enough. Like, from as you approach and you make your way down the Archway Commons, you see what happens to be these dusty armored wizard robes kind of floating towards Herbie in the wind. What's funny is there is no wind. They seem to be fluttering almost on their own towards him. Herbie, would you be aware of what's happening around you, or you just curled up in a ball?
I'm actually convulsing a little bit as I'm curled up, and my body is like swelling and unswelling, and my muscles grow and shrink, and like very unstable, like I'm almost transforming, but my body is resisting it.
Okay. Oh. Sorry. Alright, so.
Confusion.
Confusion. So yeah, both of you see this.
What did it look like again?
They look like dusty armored wizard. They look like dusty robes from here, but as you get closer, they look a bit like embroidered and sturdy. Seem to be floating towards Herbie in closing distance. They're about 10 feet away from them now. I should switch maps for our viewers to get an idea.
Yeah, I think to myself, that's odd.
Would Merton also
They're nice looking.
when he comes to hand the letter in?
Yes, Merton would. Merton, I would say, is coming from the same direction that Ash is. Right. So I shall place
I'll take a look at Herbie and go, "Hey, flyboy," and I'll point.
Herbie, you look up just in time to see these robes fluttering towards you.
As I see... Wait, is Ash the robes?
No.
Okay.
He's,
As Ash says something to me, I turn and look, and my eyes are black.
Ooh.
Deep black. And I'm like, ah!
Did he cut you out? But I assume it was a scream.
It was a scream.
Yeah,
Mine are
sorry,
black
didn't
too,
have
so
my
that
phone over
means-
the microphone.
Mine are black too, so it means nothing to him.
And then I launch into the air and hover just out of his reach, saying, "You're a slide!"
Only half.
I will.
Mother side.
Ash.
And I'm sorry, but I have to have Kaylani control my character right now.
Go
Because my
ahead.
wife just texted me for help.
You're fine.
Okay.
It's alright. Can I have control of something, please?
Sure.
Herbie and his 11 hit points.
Herbie. Did Herbie level up?
We all did. We're level 2.
Yeah.
Oh no, he didn't.
See, that's what I mean. It's too low to be level 2. Whoa.
He might have forgot to do his.
I
oh,
did it
that's
on
just-
D&D Beyond.
Okay, cool. Alright, that's all. Okay.
You did it on roll 20? Did you say?
Yeah. you did.
No, just D&D Beyond.
No, I have
Oh,
his
D&D
character
Beyond.
sheet on D&D Beyond open.
It's not.
Oh, okay.
Not done. Okay.
Unless he did
Okay.
it halfway through after I opened it. Yeah, he did it after I opened it.
Refresh.
I have refreshed.
Alright. So, as Herbie flies up and everyone takes note, like Kalani, you see this, Mina goes, and she's like, yes. And she goes, what's that? And she kind of pointed out the robes that are floating. Is that your little friend? What are those? She looks more excited than scared.
I don't know. Kalani touches herself and casts Mage Armor.
Alright.
I'm just gonna look at him and go, I really like those robes, and I wish I had them.
Okay. Merton, what do you do?
I'm just shaking my head at Ash. Just
Alright.
what?
So, I guess
we
if no one else has anything to do, please, well, you can either keep your initiative that you have for now, or you can re-roll again.
I will
Your
reroll,
choice.
please. It's gonna be even
Okay.
worse than me.
And just remember for Herbie, Herbie,
Yeah,
if he,
I called it inspiration.
yeah, that's okay. I'm just gonna say if he's flying, he doesn't have armor on.
Alright.
Yeah, he's on the tree anyway.
Yeah.
Not as good as my last roll, but still good.
Well, let me click on this.
So.
Not as good.
You can't fly with medium armor, right?
Only light armor. Can't fly with medium.
Yeah. That's-
Mine hasn't gone on the tracker.
I rolled an 8.
I rolled an
So-
18.
Okay, so
Yeah,
he has.
I see 18.
Yeah, it's just not.
Okay, so he's is 10 is 12 plus 2 is 14.
Okay. So Herbie, what?
14 armor class without the medium armor.
And he has what initiative?
I am. Did you not roll?
I didn't see it. Oh, 15. Gotcha.
No, I rolled twice now. I had rolled before.
And you wasted that 20.
Oh no. That's fine. Probably won't do that.
Can you put me down for an 18, Mr. DM, sir?
Yes, I can indeed. Did it not update your token?
No.
He's not in initiative.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not on the initiative order.
Ah, because I have the.
That's
Oh, I see. Because
Yep.
it's the old one. It's not the current one. Gotcha.
Yeah.
My mistake. Good sir. So Merton. You guys, you don't. I added him. Where's Merton?
You haven't added him here, please.
His token's right beside me at the bottom. But I don't see him on the tracker.
Yeah, I'm not on the tracker for some reason.
Let us try again.
There you go.
Well, I see him now. I think it says 15, though. Nope, that's...
There we
Alan?
go.
Yep, now we're good.
Okay. So. Next there. Awesome. So. We will begin. Let me just put her in order. Did Mina roll the highest? It looks like it.
Yes.
No, I'm joking.
Reroll. Sure.
No, I said no.
You wanna be like that? Alright, so she looks at these robes, fascinated. She goes, now that's some kind of fashion I'm not too keen on. She looks at you, Kailani, and she conjures up this inky aura around her hand that's kind of got a tinge of her own silver aura. And she looks at the closest robe. She goes, I think we should make some adjustments to it. And she flings it out, and it's kind of like a dark blade that cuts through the air. And roll for an attack for an ink blade. 22. Can't see it. It's a 22 to hit, and it does 9 piercing as it slices into the robes, and it tears a little bit, and doesn't seem to turn away from Herbie. However, it's looking up at him still. She looks at Kailani and smiles. This could be fun. That's her turn. And next is Merton.
Right. I am gonna move up. I guess let's see. Move up to this one on the left if I can, all the way, and just pull out my great axe and smack him with my great axe.
All right.
Let's move.
Oh.
And plus, nope. Does a 12 hit? I very much doubt it.
12 does not hit. That's it. It looks like it wasn't looking, but then it just swerves out of the way and turns to you.
Nope. 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 Yeah. I will pass my turn.
Okay. So with that brings us to Kailani.
Yeah, so I did manage to cast my armor, right?
You did.
Correct. So Kailani is gonna be like, okay, very well. Okay, so 42. So he's gonna be like, let's see if you can float on a reverse heart properly. And she just casts Mind Sliver.
Hey.
And she writes the equation of the movement he was about to do.
Okay.
So intelligence check, please.
Inside.
If it has an intelligence, no, it's just gonna suffer anyway.
Suffer anyway. All right, so there's these robes that are covered in dust, kind of shudder as you fire your sliver and your question at it, and it kind of. Which one is it? The one that's closest to you, next to Merton, or the one further away?
The one further away.
Right. It turns to you, looking away from the flying Herbie, and just kind of it's not staring, but it kind of turns its form towards you, and it doesn't seem to have suffered anything from it. At least it feels like, I would say that you have like a sort of a connection when you impact them with your sliver. Normally, it's either met with understanding, most of the time confusion, which inflicts
this. My sliver is not about
damage.
intelligence level.
That's nothing to do with it.
Oh, it's immune to psychic.
Correct. When you connected with it, there was like a void. Nothing rebounded.
Her eyes wide, and she goes, and then she pulls out, like, she looks at Mina. Make you know that those things are immune to psychic.
Way they have mage hand writes it down. Got it. All right. Anything else from Kailani?
No. But wait, bonus actions. I have a bonus action.
You tell me.
I do, but why not? I will spend 2 sorcery points to get back my spell slot.
All right. Fantastic. All right. So that brings us to Herbie. What would Herbie do up in there?
I believe Herbie is. I don't know. Would he do some sort of save to see if he transforms? Because I don't know that part of his character.
Yeah, so
It'd probably either fly away or claw at it, I would assume.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't know if he would transform.
So I'm gonna say, just because I feel like the first time he transforms
Should be when
with Peter is here.
Okay, so
I would say for now, no.
He will take the dodge action, and he'll continue to cower, trying to fight it.
Okay. All right, so he's. That's right. He's not in the air. I kept thinking he flew up, but he can't really in
No.
medium armor.
No, he flew. He's just.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be having his armor on for the day.
Okay, fair.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's on the tree.
Oh, so I was right. Good. The DM was like, "Is he? Is he not? He's not.
on the tree.
He's flying. Gotcha.
He's not flying
In
currently.
the tree. He flew up
But
to the
he
tree.
flew up, yes.
Gotcha. All right. So basically, it is. It is. All right. That brings us to Ash.
How damaged does the first one that got hit look?
I didn't get hit. Merton swung
okay.
at it and it swerved out of the wall.
He got hit by me.
He did. Mina.
Oh,
Mina.
Mina. My
Mina,
bad.
sorry. Yeah.
It's because it didn't. It came out up further. Yeah. So yeah, it doesn't. It looks like it's actually a little frayed on the side where it got sliced by the implode.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm
Right,
going
damage.
to get line of sight on it. I am then going to pull in a rod from my robes and point at it, and I'm going to cast Hex on it.
Okay.
Ignore that 6 until I actually hit with Eldritch Blast. So I am going to just toss a nice Eldritch Blast at it and see what happens. So for a 19 to hit.
All right. 18.
19.
19.
19. Does the trick.
Okay, so I am going to... Okay, so we're getting 9 points of Eldritch Blast, which I believe is... What kind of damage is that? I think it's force damage. Yeah, force damage, and then 2 thunder damage. So you're going to see the Eldritch Blast be a little electrical this time, and it's slight... Every time it hits, you're going to have like a slight little bit of thunder now.
All right.
So it'll do 15 damage overall.
All right. 15.
6 of it being, 17. So 9 force, 2 electrical, and 6 necrotic.
All right. The armor or the robes shudders, and a lot of it, its threads start to unwind from it. Like it's kind of like reverse weave of it. Like it starts to unravel on itself, and it starts to smoke from the electrical damage. Its attention shifts towards you, Ash. All right. Anything else?
No, I think I'm good. I'll just say, I think I made it angry.
All right. So that is. Well, I haven't had Kalani on here twice. That's all right. So we move down. Yes, you see the robes. Both of them actually turn towards you, Ash. And this one, let's see if might not make it. No, it will start to. It completely forgets about Herbie, completely forgets about Merton, and just homes in onto you.
Does it pass by Merton though?
No, it does not. So we're just checking movement. Okay, it's not the best. So you see, it starts to flow and just streak towards you, flying over the hedge here, and lands right next to you, and then kind of swirls around you and enlarges and tries to like block off your escape. It had to dash to you basically,
Okay.
but it is right in front of you. That's its action. The one that's in front of Merton, still focused on you, seeing that Merton is there, shifts its attention back to him briefly, and one of its little sleeves, like a whip, comes up and goes to strike him across his chest for. So 22 to hit Merton.
Facing 16. So that was it.
So you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as this robe hits you like a truck. To some, it'd be more overwhelming, but you take it well, and then it winds up its other sleeve and shoots it at you as well. For this time, you're ready for it, and it just you sidestep it. Roll the 6, so you just predict its movement, and no damage to you, good sir. That is its turn. And that is start of round two, yeah. Mina is going, no psychic damage. Interesting. I don't want to get close to it. Let's see. That's the reaction. Okay. So she is going to. No, she's. It doesn't look like this would work, so I'm just going to stick to what does work. And she's again gonna conjure up the ink blade and just try and focus on the one that's attacking Merton for 17, and it's this time the robe is adapting. Like it's you're not sure if it hears it, but maybe it senses the vibrations in the air, and it shrinks under. It kind of like compacts itself, and the ink blade shoots over it for a 17 to hit, which misses. She goes, "It's okay, everyone. We got this." And she looks to you, Kailani, and winks. That's her turn. Stays where she is. Merton.
Right. I'm going to bonus action rage because I've just been hit by this thing. And then I am going to just go at him with my great axe again.
All right.
Reckless?
17. It does not.
Yeah, like your axe goes. It looks like it's got a cleaver, and it wraps a long sleeve around your axe and just pulls it taut right in front. Like it just stops dead in front of it and holds you there. And you're impressed. It's stronger than it should be for robes.
And then my anger slowly going up.
Right. Okay. Awesome. Anything else? That's your deadlock.
Now use my bonus action.
Go ahead.
Being caught up by a robe, a magical robe. Tried to hit him and missed miserably. So yeah, all in all, par for the course.
All right. So moving on then to Kailani.
Okay, Kailani. So Kailani will go here. Okay, 5 more feet. Stop there. Let's see if that's enough. Yeah. So she will come here in between and goes, "Let's see how you like this." And she again writes an equation, and the lightning comes out of her hands. I need a strength save, please.
Strength save from the road.
Oh, right. And the guy I hit, with the hex, I'll say probably strength. He would have been, his modifier is going to go down.
Okay.
I think that's part of hex.
Yeah, it is. Correct. So dex save.
It would be a strength.
Sorry, strength save. Yeah.
And was it strength that would have gone down?
Yeah.
Not on that one you hit. I hit the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you hit this one.
Yeah, I hit the one near Merton. So that one's got its strength modifier down. I think it's by 4.
I'll have to look into it. I think so. So it's an 18, unfortunately, Kailani. This thing that's got Merton's axe wrapped around its sleeve doesn't seem to budge as you try and affect it with your power.
It's just disadvantage. That's all it gets for strength anything.
Gotcha. Thank
you.
Okay. That's it.
All right.
What in the world?
Mina goes, "It looks like they're stronger than they seem." And she kind of like her mage hand brought furiously.
I turn around to Mina and it's just like, "You think?"
She goes, "You're doing great." And she smiles and gives you a thumbs up.
Return the
Kailani,
thumbs
that's
up.
your turn.
Whose turn?
Herbie.
Okay, Herbie is going to stand up from the bushes, and his... By the way, what was my last action? So I can.
You
You
just-
were cowering, you were dodging. Yeah.
Okay.
Dodge it.
From the waist down, his lower body is like gigantic compared to his normal size. And then his arms kind of stretch out and his lower body shrinks. And then his head just swells and his arms shrink. And he charges at the one that Merton is fighting. And he dives at him. And as he dives through the air, leaps at him, his beak just grows long and hooked, and his head shrinks to the side to normal size, but his beak is extended, and he attacks it with his beak right in the
Okay.
side of the head.
All right.
Let's see if you hit.
Let's see if you hit. Right.
Yeah.
Uh,
Please. Nope. I dove right past him.
Okay. So,
This is going well.
Mhm.
Can I just say,
Rom,
we did, I think you weren't here, but we were reminding you that you can't fly with medium armor, so you don't have your
he just leapt off.
medium armor here.
Do what now?
I
missed that.
She was saying that you don't have you can't fly with medium armor, and I don't. You say he doesn't have it on. You wouldn't have your armor on, would you, Herbie?
I don't
Or would
think
you
I
have it
wear.
on?
Let me check.
You have a breastplate ticked on.
Oh, that's what she was wondering. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
You
I
would be
leaked.
able to fly. Yeah.
I'll be switching armor soon then.
Okay. But yeah, he still dives and lands pretty much right next to it. Just like does this dramatic, and Merchant, you see how your Conor goes, and he slams right next to the armor and just tumbles on the ground.
Do you get any
hi,
bigger when you
Herbie.
do that, or no?
I would say
I can't remember if you grow or not.
he. Do me. Actually, I think you would have seen it. So you would have seen a bit of Herbie as he landed. He said he enlarged his beak, right? So
Yeah.
do me a perception check to see if you saw that. The beak enlarge.
And my different parts of my body were enlarging and shrinking as I was charging.
This for details.
12.
You might have. It was a bit like it happened really fast. All you see is Herbie leap out of the tree and tumble at a heap next to Merton and the robe. You caught sight of briefly of his beak enlarging as he impacted the ground. Bit of a blur.
And then my beak shrinks.
Trial and error.
My beak shrinks and my claws grow and I grab hold of the ground to stop myself from sliding. And then they return to normal flavor.
Alright. Gotcha. Alright, so moving on with that is Ash, unless there's anything else you wanted to do, Herbie?
No, I think I've embarrassed myself enough. I'm coming, Martin.
I just see him land. Oh, hey Herbie.
Go.
My intent was to protect Merton, but that didn't work too well.
I'm a little bit busy here, but it's good to see you.
Okay.
Yeah, having a tug of war with a floating robe. Oh.
I guess that's me then.
Okay, that's you next, correct.
How did he? Did this robe get right in next to me, or was it still hovering above me?
It's still, it's basically trying to box you in. Right.
Okay, so if I move to get an attack of opportunity, it's that close.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna bonus action move my hex over to it, and then I'm gonna throw another Eldritch Blast at this one instead of the other one.
Okay.
It'll be a disadvantage.
It's trying to like get in your way. So yeah, it would be a disadvantage.
Okay. Where's that button again? I know we have one for disadvantage, do we not? Anyway, I'll just roll twice.
Yeah, you should do.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. That's fine.
Are you doing it on D&D Beyond?
Yes.
Or if you right click on your attack, your hit DC, it should come up with the.
Perfect,
and then
thank
you
you.
can go roll with advantage,
Yeah.
flat, or disadvantage.
Never seen that before.
Yeah.
So we still got a 17.
17.
Sorry. Yeah, so
I was just.
did that only roll once?
Yeah, it looked like it rolled once.
That's okay, I'll just do it again. No, that wasn't at 20, so 17.
Ooh.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Okay.
So, what was its armor class? 18?
18. Yeah. So
Okay. So, not knowing what else to... Oh, that's a... I can't do that. Darn it. Can I? Oh, okay. Yep, nope. I am just going to sit and take it. It will... The hex will still do it, or... Yeah, because I can just move that out,
Yeah.
I think. So it'll disadvantage on strength stuff.
Strength. Beautiful.
Have you
It
moved
does-
the hex?
It's
did you say?
constrained by a hex, and it's like it was
Yeah.
enough of a distraction for you to not be able to land your hit on the other one.
Yep.
Alright. Awesome. Anything else?
No, I better not.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my attack and my bonus, so yeah, I got nothing.
Alright. So the robes. The one in front of you, being a nuisance, sees you again fire an attack at its maybe it's matching set. This is the Wednesday set and that's the Tuesday set. It turns towards you like again as it's turned to see where your blast went and whips its sleeves at you like it's like whips. And it's going to attempt to wrap them around your neck and strangle you. That's going to be 8 to hit, which I believe doesn't do anything.
No.
See it coming from a mile
Not
away.
even against a warlock.
And then it drops. Wow. It tries again. It's underestimated you. Its attacks are sloppy. There's no real intelligence behind them. It's just flashing out at you. That was a 13 to hit, which I believe also misses.
Correct.
It's just flailing around. It may have obstructed you, but it's not doing anything to you quite yet. The one next to you, Merton, is going to attempt to do the same. For an 11, which misses, it flails. Then it's going to take a step. It sees Herbie and perhaps he's more of a target. It was the initial target. And with his right sleeve, goes to whip him as well. For 11. Wow, I believe 11 misses you, Herbie.
I hope you're right. Yes.
Alright. It misses tragically as its sleeve whips over your head and it just floats there, almost confused. If article of clothing can be confused. That is its turn. Terrible rolls for them. Nice. It is Mina's turn.
She seems to be doing the best out of all of us.
So she is a year above you, so it makes sense. So she is going to get closer. So about the hedge over here. She's going to look at the road that's attacking Ash. And she's going to kind of squint at it. And she's going to start weaving these inky tendrils around her hands. Again, they're kind of like overlaid with silver. And she's going to then... it's going to coalesce into the shape of a quill. Large inky quill. And she's going to aim it like a spear at the armor of the robes and she's going to fire it, and she's going to be just so last season, and she's going to cast confusion on that armor or the robe that's attacking you, Ash. So it's going to have to do confusion. I believe we'll work on it. So that is going to do a wisdom save. As the inky quill slams into it, it will get a 10, which is a fail. As the ink wraps around it, its behavior becomes more erratic, Ash. It starts to twitch and whirl around you. It's wild, almost instinctive strikes, so it's become more erratic. It's confused.
Is it confusion?
It is confusion.
So you have to roll for D10.
So yeah, it's a D10 at the start of its turn.
Cool.
Alright.
So which one? So the one in front of Ash is confused.
The one in front of Ash
Yes.
is confusion. Yes.
And the
And
one in
Hex.
front of me's got the hex.
Nope, I moved it
You
over to
should-
the one
you should
near
do
me.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's cool.
Oh,
So it's my turn.
let's try and put a token on it. It's not letting me, so you guys can keep track of it. Anyways. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
Merton's turn.
Merton.
Okay, so I'm going to drop my rage. I'm going to try something different. I'm just going to smack it with my great axe again and hope to God I hit the thing. Would a 22 hit?
Nice, 22. How would you like to tear this thing to shreds, Merton? It was hanging on by a thread.
Hanging by a thread. Yeah, I would actually just, I don't know, just use my axe and just detailer it. Just arm sleeves, just take it apart.
All
Nice,
right.
clean, and then just, yeah.
All right.
I'd like
So
to do.
it's almost like he takes Nina's words to heart and he agrees. It's so last season and decides to destroy this offensive piece of clothing. And everyone sees he just cleaves it to shreds and it just unravels and the magic that was holding it ceases to be and it just flops to the ground in pieces.
And then
Nice.
I will move, and then I will move up to the other one. If I may. Still got the movement.
Yeah, go ahead.
Back it up there and end of my turn.
All right, well done. Kailani, you just saw this article of clothing get banned.
Beige is so last year.
Yes.
Yeah, Callum's like, let's see how long you can keep that up. And we're gonna try again.
All
I
right.
guess it's got hex, so it's a disadvantage.
This hex. It's not fun to be hexed. That you're lucky you had disadvantage. 19 and a 5, so 5 it is. Go ahead as you lasso it.
Okay, so it's 4 points of lightning,
Mm.
and it gets cold, which I believe
10
means
feet.
they can take attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
Right?
Yes, I do believe
So
so.
it gets cold 10 feet towards me.
All right. So
No, up to 10 feet, so I'm gonna move it. Yeah, I'm gonna move it 10 feet towards me, which means it's right in front of me. But that means you guys have attack of opportunity.
you may do so. As it gets pulled away from you, Ash and Merton, you may strike.
I don't really have any melee weapon.
Okay, sure haven't.
Merton, you may take your attack with advantage, since
Oh.
you're technically we're flanking it.
Okay, that will roll again.
The only thing I could do is shield bash it, but that does really nothing.
Okay.
24.
Fair enough. 24 does it. Roll damage.
Oh, for 11 points of slashing damage.
All right.
Nice.
Very nice. You tear up its threads as well as it gets pulled towards Kailani. Kailani, as
Smiles.
as it gets pulled and gets spin towards you and expands, ready to envelop you.
Kelly goes, let's see how that goes for you. And she prepares. This is flavor only, obviously, but she prepares for the next thing she does, if it's still alive next turn.
Okay.
To just clap her hands.
All right. I like it. So, that brings us to Herbie.
Okay. Herbie is gonna move behind it and leap up on the back of its shoulders and start pounding away on its head.
All right. I guess on its collar. Its high collar. Sure. It's technically... Do me... If you're gonna climb up to it, do me...
I'm jumping.
You're jumping? You're flying then. That's fun. You're flying. Little hop up.
And
Yeah, you may jump on it. I keep forgetting you can fly.
oh my
You
gosh!
can fly.
Nat 1.
Herbie, roll me... Let's see.
You can fly. You can fly.
Roll me...
Can I use a reroll?
Oh, you sure should.
With a nat 1.
Oh my gosh. Does a 14 hit?
14 does not, but you saved yourself.
Oh, that's right.
You can take back your reroll, but that would have been the 14.
And now you can use your reroll to do it twice.
You can
Yeah.
technically another attack, correct?
Okay. Okay. I'm
Alani
nervous.
put the save.
Nat 20.
Where is that thing? Let's see.
In
shot.
D&D Beyond.
Dog comes through. There
Hey,
For
you're a
26.
nat 1. Herbie, describe your nat 20. Like,
I leap up onto its shoulders, wrap my legs around its neck to hold on, and I start pounding on its head.
okay.
And I do...
Are you doing Peter X rules or?
What?
Because if you are, that means it's 40 points of damage.
Do what?
If he's doing your rules, the rules that you had would mean 40 points of damage. But if not, you just have to roll again, right? So you're gonna do the roll again?
I'll say do the roll again.
Okay, roll again, Peter. So 34. Still massive.
Still massive.
I mean, if that doesn't knock a robe out, I don't know what will.
Herbie, it's not every day that you jump into combat and land on top of a wild robe's collar, and as you start tearing at it, pounding on it, and you then grip it with your claws, and you just pull at it, and all of you see with unnatural strength, Herbie just tear it down the middle. You hear the rip of fabric, but and he just throws each half of the ropes to the side, and they shudder on the ground and they go still.
And he falls backwards and rolls over onto his feet, lands on his feet.
Well done. Good stuff, Herbie. Good stuff. And with that,
And he bows.
he bows. Well done.
I can see why you joined the live action role playing guild.
Very dramatic.
I
Love it.
am Albert.
I am Albert. And with those words, that is us for tonight. Well,
Oh, that was the heck, cliffhanger.
well done, players. Before you go, however,
Mm-hmm.
However,
your passive perception. Again, remind me all of your passive perception.
12.
12,
1-4.
Well,
14, 12. Okay.
Oh,
Can I just say that as soon as this thing died, Kalani is looking for if they transform into goop again.
Okay.
I'm just gonna shake my head and go, what a waste of good clothing.
Tragic, I know.
only you, Ash. Only you. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, you're there.
I would like to rip the head off one and keep it as a keepsake in my room.
It's not. There's no heads. It's just a robe.
There's no head. It's just robe.
Oh.
You know Doctor Strange's cape?
Like
It's
that.
kind of like that.
It's kind of like that, but it's like purple. With golden...
Well, the armor on the
rims.
screen threw me off.
Yeah.
So
sorry.
I was beating down on its non-existent head.
Collar. Yeah,
You were on the collar.
It's just made it. Well, it made it better.
It worked.
It worked exactly.
Let's see that. So you looking for goop? And...
Could I just check the robes, the remains of the robes?
You sure can.
Yeah, I would look for markings to see if I can figure out who they belong to.
Okay.
If they had any sigils or something on it.
Good.
Is that what you'll give answers to next time?
Yes, but I'll take the rolls now.
Oh, okay.
If you're doing investigation, you can.
I would like to check for the Eye of Agamotto.
So fresh out.
Mine's only a 10. Nothing major.
21.
21.
All I see is pretty robes.
Take you out of that number.
Yeah, well, you roll better than me.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so 21. Investigation.
I rolled a 4 investigation.
Sure.
No
Just a
eyeball
10.
for me.
They will be here.
Yep.
In the meantime, I guess we'll have a quick
3.
run through of the schedule for
Yes.
next week. We don't have Strahd tomorrow, but we do have Dragonlance on Monday. That's correct.
7:30.
We have Frost Maiden on Tuesday, even though some of our cast members are not going to be there, but it'll still be interesting. I think we're left on a very interesting point. Cryptic point, correct? There will be Legends of Memphis again on Wednesday to see what happens now that they have left the city.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe there's no Lost Dwarves, there's no Avery Saga, and there's no Elemental Chaos because our great Belvedere is taking a week off, very well deserved vacation.
Who's over there? Oh, Captain Crit.
Captain Crit, yes. And I believe it's also our week off Strixhaven next week. So it will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, your games next week at 7:30 p.m. and 7 p.m. I believe, right? 7:30 for Dragonland, 7:30 for Frost Maiden, 7 p.m. for Memphis.
And
Check it out.
for citizens, because the DM has a week off, I might run a one-shot one day next week.
Awesome.
There you go. If you want to join our Discord to find out whether you can play and how you can participate on all of that, the link is now in the chat.
Brilliant. Alright. Well, good job, students. I didn't have to seek the bagman on any of you. You all got here in time. Some with exception.
Did we hit level 4?
You certainly do.
Skipped past 3 and yeah.
We what?
I just want to get to my subclass.
You certainly do in your dreams, Toby. Good step forward, though. Well done, everyone. Yeah, so we'll see you in 2 weeks. Thank you again.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah, bye.
Huzzah.
Class.